Hello and welcome to another weekly walkthrough. Today we have a neat little one. It's not in Barrie, but it is an excellent option for people looking to move into the area of Simcoe County and looking for something more affordable. It's 315 Lescault Road in Midland. And before I get into it, if you could head down below and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, stay updated with all of our content, and hit that like button as well. So, 315 Lescaut Road, Midland. First and foremost, where is Midland? So, it inflates the marker because I zoom in the thing, but maybe if we just, here, we'll do this. So, Barrie's here. Midland's here. Looks like a huge distance. You're roughly 40 minutes. Okay. And it's not a bad drive at all. You take 93 basically, just right through Craigshurst all the way to Barrie. Pretty easy drive. Cool thing about Midland, it's getting newer. You got water. Oh, I didn't realize that Midland had Little Lake. Fun fact, since we're here, Barrie, Little Lake. Yeah. But yeah, Midland's on the water as well, and it's getting better and better as the years go on. Used to be I used to view it as like it's where the older folks live, because that's where my great aunts, or rather, yeah, my grandma would go to meet her sisters and things like that. For coffee and just her friends and things like that. But it's becoming younger and younger, more and more affordable, and just a better option overall, I think, in the long term. The 40-minute drive, like I said, not bad by any means, in my opinion, but to each their own, of course. So, 315 Lescaut, 674, 777. 7 is probably their lucky number. We got Remax Georgian Bay Realty Limited Brokerage, King Street, Unit B, roughly 1,800 square feet total. That is up plus down. You're 1,150 above ground with only 650 below. It's a raised bungalow, so they probably only have a partially finished basement, is what that is. $3,100 in taxes. Fine, dandy, awesome compared to Barrie, where you see double that. Looking good already. 2+1, raised bungalow, finished top to bottom. Features, we got newer kitchen, living room, dining room, fully finished basement with rec room. So interesting. If it's fully finished, they must have, obviously there's a utility room in there to account for some of the missing. But you're missing almost half the basement square footage. So it'll be interesting to see once we get inside. New roof, gas furnace are both great. 10 by 30 garage, tons of parking. It's got a lot of pluses. Okay. Made in 77. So you might have to look out for aluminum wiring, which I've touched on before. It's not as scary as it sounds. Get ESA certified. Insurance shouldn't have an issue with it. Aluminum siding, solid brick. It's all good stuff. Water treatment. Interesting. Reverse osmosis I'm used to seeing in regards to a well, but it's municipal. Anyway, to the actual house. First off, curb appeal, A+. Love it. It looks great. I think they probably, could have done a little better with the photo, not got one with the tree in front. But if that is one solid window pane, which I don't think it is, it looks like it comes out. Either way, that's tons and tons of light coming into your house. Oh, yeah, there you go. Got the Muskoka chairs out front, blocking a bit of the window, but this gives you a good idea of the amount of light that you'll be able to get in the basement. Opening, one of the downsides to raised bungalows is your entry area isn't that big. So when you're seeing people off or coming in with a bunch of stuff. There's nowhere really to go. But the good thing with how open it is up here, and you've got your closet at the top, which again, another thing you don't really get access to with the smaller landing here. You know, bring your coats, put coats up on your way up, take your coats on your way out. And with this railing here, you can, you know, kind of half hang over it, say goodbye to everyone. No problems. Flooring already looks fantastic. And as we go over, it's awesome, right? They have a minimal setup here. Might only be 2 people living in it. I'm not certain, but you could very easily throw, you know, if you wanted a sectional there, a couch, and then like a love seat if you wanted to leave this side open. You've got tons of options and you've got the space to do it. Okay, shot back the other way. Little dining area. This will lead into the kitchen, and as with every kitchen I've ever looked at ever, I would have a tendency to want to see if I could open this up, because admittedly, having this walled off makes this area feel a lot smaller. More of the dining area and the kitchen. So very much earth tone. Not to say that it's dark, but it could definitely be lighter. However, it looks like just wood, which is awesome. Like it's someone's taste for sure. Is it a generic safe option? Not necessarily. Normally you just go with lighter things, brighter. I think it looks very nice, and some people might love it. Some people might feel that this is also a little dark, right? It might be a bit of an overcast day when the photos were taken, but then again, you see the sun and the shade in the original, like the front photo, and you can assume all the photos were taken on the same day. I don't know. It doesn't look terribly dark, but in comparison to out here, it looks, at the very least, the walls make it feel darker. They do have the darker accent wall by the looks of things, unless there's just that much shade over on this wall in comparison to right here. But these aren't necessarily like red flags or anything. They're just stylistic differences that some people might prefer over others. The framing is actually really interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen someone go with like the same wood as the cabinets for the trim. Normally you just go with like the standard white. This is probably a bathroom or a bedroom. It leaves things kind of awkward in the kitchen area, but we'll see as we keep going. I feel like the kitchen might be deceptively small. Because so you've got cabinet here and then the front half of the stove. So that person to take this photo was probably standing ass on this wall. They also really like cheetahs and big cats. Big cat fan. But for 1 or 2 people, maybe even a small family, I think it's fine. Probably more than wide enough. It's probably, I think it's smaller than what the pictures give it credit for, but at the same time, I wouldn't call it a small kitchen. It's a kitchen, right? Oh, there's a better shot. Why do I open my mouth before going to the next photo? I actually, this picture compared to this one, this looks darker to me. And maybe it's just because of the wall and the way, like how far out these built-ins come out. But like this looks great. Here, this is awesome, fantastic. I love it. It's super. So first bedroom, I kind of wish that they'd show us a photo down the hall. Maybe we'll get one later. Who knows? I think this is just one of the bedrooms. It looks like you've got the original flooring down. I'm just saying that because it's older flooring is usually lighter in general. Well, it can be any color, but I find that older homes tended to use like a lighter hardwood. The easiest way to tell, I can't tell in this photo, but if you ever see like the boards that are super thin, almost guaranteed those are original. I haven't seen anyone ever put in floorboards new that are like those super thin models. Oh, is this the same room? No. Yes? That's so much space. Holy. I okay. That's incredible. Great size window, great size room. You've got storage space galore. I really like that actually. Instead of having a closet, just have like built-in wardrobe essentially, right? This is your master. I can almost promise you. Again, great window. That is new floor. So did they stick with the original? I don't know. I'm gonna give up on figuring that out. But again, great windows, great space, bathroom, nice and updated. 4-piece, yep. It's good. It's all good. Basement, updated, looks great. That's probably not very high. You're probably this is probably like 6'2" ish. You might have to duck to walk underneath that. But outside of that bulkhead, like most people should have no issues walking around down here, and it shouldn't feel too small because it's so bright and the windows are a great size. Just yeah, so there you go. Standard height of the door is just over 6'4", I think. And then, a little less than that for the bulkhead. But no, this place is fantastic. Little darker on this side. This is probably through here down to the other end. Still newer flooring. You've got your panel right there. Great size windows. This is at the front of the house. Looks a little bit older. Just maybe because of the furniture they've got into it. Blocking a bit of the window. It looks less sunny right now, so not quite as bright, but I would bet you could get it to look just like this. Bathroom downstairs looks awesome. Did they say 2+1? Oh, they're probably jeepers creepers. Back. No, we're skipping to all. Okay, probably counting this as a bedroom if I had to hazard a guess. Also makes sense as to why it's the 650 square feet, because this model of home, you won't really be able to see it. So you come down, I'm pointing like you come down these stairs here, right? And so you can either, as you're coming down, you can either turn right, which leads you into this room. You can turn left, which leads you into this room, which extends down this way more. Like this side of the door, like there's almost guaranteed like a wall right here, essentially running from this doorway to the doorway to the other room. And there's probably another door about halfway through that leads this way into a utility room, is probably how it's set up. There's probably a utility room basically right underneath the dining area plus half of the kitchen. Should be, if I know my houses at all, which I think I do. Backyard, it's great. It's all great. I'd be 100% lying if I said that if I didn't already have a house purchased and closed and already moved. I'm already like, man, I'd love to live here. This place is just cool. I like it. I think the hot tub's included, which is interesting. So the hot tub's not listed as an inclusion, but it's not listed as an exclusion either. So that's something that you would want to clarify when you put in an offer. Just if you want that gone, make sure it's excluded. If you want that there, make sure that it's written as an inclusion, because some people will assume one way or the other, and you end up not getting what you want. So just make sure that it is in writing. But amazing deck. Backyard looks great. It's huge. It's fantastic. It's private enough. It looks like you're elevated from the people behind you, so you don't really have to worry about them looking. Your next door neighbors, you could put up some shrubs if you really wanted to, but you can't see anything. Got a little fire pit there. But just a bunch of grass. It's great. Oh, little kayaks, or canoes. I think they're kayaks. Nice shed, nice everything, nice backyard. Rear entrance to the garage is pretty huge. Very underrated feature for properties that have an attached garage, in my opinion. There's your property. Okay, yeah, so this side, you really got no issues with privacy. This side here, yeah, their back-ish deck is kind of there, but if you're sitting on your deck, you have no privacy issues whatsoever. Plenty of frontage, plenty of space. It's just great. Oh, and you've got a little alleyway down the side for all your bins and things. As we go farther and farther away. Now, I don't know Midland well enough to tell you exactly where the house is in relation to this. Just know you're very close to the water at all times. You're very close to downtown Midland. That's a school right there. But yeah, that's 315 Lescault Road in Midland. 674, 777 seems more than reasonable to me. If anything, maybe a little on the low side. I'd have to double check other properties in Midland, especially because now we're shifting things, have a bit of a lower price going on. So we'll have to see. They do have an open house on Saturday, November 18th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So obviously go and stop by if you want to take a look in person. Otherwise, give us a call. Give the guys over at Remax Georgian Bay Realty Limited a call. Give whoever a call that you want. I'm not here to solicit. What do you think of the property? Did you love it as much as I did? Did you think I'm losing it? I genuinely haven't loved a house this much in a while. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. While you're there, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our content. And if you've made it this far in the video, you might as well hit the like button as well. That's it for me here today, guys. You have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week for another walkthrough. Take care.